చెట్లు పుల్లముచ్చులు వేయే బిత పాయిలు వేసింది కదా నాన్న మరొక
వెనక వేసి పెడతా.
Dear participants, please mute your mic.
Sivagai madam.
Yes, sir. Shall I start? Shall I start, sir?
Okay, sir. Okay, madam. Sir, speaker is there, no?
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Dr. Ravi Shankar, sir.
Shall I start?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir. We'll start. Madam, start.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Screen.
Good morning, one and all present here. I am Dr. Kami, Department of Chemistry, belongs to Medical Department. On behalf of New University Bhavani College of Engineering and Technology, I welcome you all for the webinar on applications of blockchain technology and its entrepreneurship opportunities. I heartily welcome our chief guest, Dr. L. Ravi Shankar, Young Professional Chairman, IET Chennai Global Network, Assistant Professor, School of Computing, College of Engineering and Technology, SRM Institute of Science and Technology, Kattangulattur, Chennai. Welcome you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
I cordially welcome our respected chairman, Mr. K. Loganathan, Vice Chairman, Mr. L. Naveen Prasad, Director, Mr. A. Swaminathan, Principal Dr. T. Saravanan, all head of the department, faculty members, and all the participants. Now I request Dr. P. Sidambaram, head of the department in mechanical, to give introduction about our chief guest.
Thank you, madam. Sir, remove the presentation, madam. The screen, sir, you have to remove. Hello?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Screen share. So, good morning, everyone present here. Am I audible? Yeah. So, good morning,
Yes, sir.
Everyone present here. So, thank you very much for accepting invitation, Dr. L. Ravi Shankar, Assistant Professor, SRM University. Thank you, sir. So, I'm really happy to introduce about yourself, the young, dynamic educationist and researcher, Dr. L. Ravi Shankar. So now I am going to introduce about Dr. L. Ravi Shankar. So Dr. L. Kavisankar, Young Professional Chairman, SRM Institute of Science and Technology, Chennai. So he had completed a PhD from Anna University 2015, and previously he had completed ME Computer Science, SSN Engineering College, and BE Eastwood Engineering College 2005, 2003 to 7. So this is his education background, but he is keen interested in the various research activities. He is involving a lot of research activity apart that regular teaching. So he was the research associate in the research project, collaborated, directed, basic research, smart and secure environment. So he is published more than 9 international standard high impact journals, and he is attended various international conferences also, and he published various standard book chapters, and he has a citation index with the citation 51, I index 4, I10 index 1. So his current research is in IoT, cyber security, network security, and computer forensics. So he is a keen interest in these are the areas they are going to do a lot of research, and he has organized several national conferences and workshops, and he is a reviewer of Elsevier and Springer, very standard journals. He got several awards and one gold medal. He is also getting PhD research scholar. So thank you very much. I'm very happy to introduce about today's speaker, sir. Please hand over the session to Dr. L. Kavishankar. Your virtual session is yours, sir. You have to take your sessions. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for the brief introduction about me and say the. Thank you very much for giving the opportunity for this event. So, as sir pointed out, I worked in a project called as a Smart and Secure Environment project, where it is central government NTRO New Delhi aided project, where we had 8 universities that has been collaborated together. So we worked in a cyber security field related project where the attack that is being launched from Anna University Chennai will be mitigated in NIT Trichy, or it will be there in IIT Madras. It will be mitigated, say somewhere else. So various kinds of attack vectors that were being seen and it is being done. So right now, today's topic, what we are going to see is the entrepreneurship activities with respect to the blockchain technology. I hope I am very much audible, and
Maybe slightly use your increase your decibels, sir. Slightly. Yeah.
so I think it is
Yeah.
audible now,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
and you are able to see the presentation also.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you. So in case of our topic, what we are going to discuss today is about the blockchain technology, uh, which has a lot of scope of bringing new startups and entrepreneurship. So in that way, so we are going to see what is a blockchain first, and we will be seeing what are these various applications, and say how you can venture into those kind of applications, and how you are going to further proceed with your say in I hope most of the students are from mechanical background. So in that case, in case of the manufacturing department, say in case of say the car manufacturing, in case of various other that things that is being manufactured, how you are going to venture into that, and how we are going to fine tune that. That we are going to see today. Okay, in case of the blockchain technology, what is that blockchain? Okay, all about, and say why they are very much eager and say how, interested in this particular topic, right? Okay, so in case of the blockchain technology, we have you can see right from the slide. Okay, so the middleman was the trust protocols. Okay, so uh, the trust that is being built using the blockchain technology. Okay, so in case of your various security protocols that are available, okay, all are clubbed together and it is being bundled together and it is being given in a technology that is named as a blockchain technology. So that is the whole scope of this blockchain technology and how they are going to avoid the middleman and say they have this smart contracts in between, so that smart contracts takes care of each and everything that is required. Okay, so it also helps in the automation of the system, and what is the main key feature is that it cannot be destroyed, it is immutable. Okay, so that is the key feature of this uh, blockchain technology. Okay, and people, when we talk about the blockchain technology, you might be uh, hearing about the Bitcoin. Okay, so what is that Bitcoin all about? So, say, is there any difference between the blockchain technology and the Bitcoin? Okay, so you should be people should be um, gaining the knowledge on this particular aspect. Okay, so I will be starting with respect to the blockchain. What is blockchain? Say, in case of your blockchain, it is a decentralized computing and the information sharing platform that enables multiple authorities in that domains where there is the trust that is to be created in a untrusted network, where there needs to be some kind of a collaboration, cooperation that needs to be happening, and say in kind of a decision making that needs to be happening, that where this blockchain helps you out. Okay, so it is a decentralized computing where the information is being shared. Okay, so the local copy of the data is available in different say same identical copy is being available in distributed places. Okay, so that is one of the greatest advantage of this blockchain. Okay, so how it becomes very strong is that it has the distributed aspect of this identical database, right? So you can see from this diagram. Okay, so say in case of your business, when you take about your business, they will be having the entry of the data in ledgers. Okay, so the distributed one ledger will be there where the incoming, outgoing, each and every transaction which is happening, that will be recorded in the ledger. Okay, so the same way, when one ledger is there in one place, any kind of a tampering that can happen. Okay, in case if it is there distributed in different places, in that case, when tampering occurs in one particular place, that can be easily identified, and the system becomes a tamper proof in case of the blockchain technology. Okay, so that is the greatest advantage where you have with respect to your blockchain technology. So that when we want to see about the blockchain, okay, so it is a distributed ledger which records the transaction of information in a given order, right? Okay, so in whatever the order that transaction take place, okay, in the same order this record is being maintained, and it is permanent and it cannot be altered at all. Okay, if you do a wrong transaction also, that gets recorded. Okay, whatever the transaction you have performed, that will be recorded, and it is very permanent and it cannot be altered. Okay, so it is tamper proof. That is the advantage, biggest advantage, where it is tamper proof. It uses one way hashing cryptography, where it is computationally impractical to break it. Okay, so we can't break that uh, one-way hashing cryptography that much easily. Okay, so it is practically impractical to break that hashing, right? Okay, so that is the other advantage which we have, and it is as both permissive and permissionless. Okay, so in case we want to have it for a closed environment. Okay, so in case of a military defense kind of environment is there. Okay, so in that case, a closed environment that should be there, or it should be for a particular business alone. Okay, so in that case, it is being given to that particular as a permissive or the private blockchain network is being given there. Okay, so in case of your mm, say it needs to be distributed to all, like take the Bitcoin. Okay, so it is being used by all. Okay, so in that case it is visible by all, and whatever the transaction that is taking place, how many Bitcoins are right now available. Okay, everything is visible to all, and how many Bitcoins that can generate, and how many Bitcoins that they can say the mine and generate, everything will be available for us. And whatever the transaction that is happening, okay, that we can see on the live aspect, right? Okay, so in that case, the visibility of various application, depending upon the application what we are doing, that can be used with respect to the blockchain. Okay, the people tend to think that blockchain means very only Bitcoin. That is not the aspect. Okay, so uh, Bitcoin is one of the application of blockchain. Okay, so that as a mechanical students, you people should be aware. Okay, so when you take say for a particular environment, okay, so you are building a particular environment, you might be seeing in case of some other say uh, if you go to a canteen, or if you go to a particular say market. Okay, they give their own customized tokens. Okay, so what is the use of those tokens that is being given? Okay, and how that tokens will be helpful. So the same way, these tokens that is being created, okay, so that can be customized and it can be used in an automated way. So this technology helps you out in doing the similar kind of application. Okay, so uh, you have a peer-to-peer transmission that is taking place. Each node forwards a new transaction, traditional information to, so the whatever the transaction that is being taking place, that is being distributed across within each and every peer. Okay, so that is the main aspect where you have the information that is being distributed, and the information that is being distributed, that is being automatically based on the logic, business logic, and the customer's algorithm that is being given. So it verifies the transaction through various consensus, and it has a third party intermediates. Okay. So this is about your blockchain. Okay, so and the basic thing what you need to understand is that about your information technology. Why say why this information technology is very important? So you have the information that is being stored. Okay, so the information that is being stored has these parameters to be taken care. Okay, so you have your CIE, okay, confidentiality, integrity, and availability. So what is this confidentiality all about? Okay, so whatever the data that is being given, um, only to the available group, it should be visible at that period of time. That the data is confidential at that event of time. Okay, so if you take a question paper that is being set, okay, by a like say the question paper setter. Okay, so that question paper is very confidential. Okay, and it should not be available uh, to anybody at any instance, right? Okay, so in that case, it is given to your controller of examination, where it takes care of the confidentiality of that particular question paper that is being set. Okay, so in that case, when it can be reached by 10 o'clock, you have your exam. Okay, so during that time, that is being available to all the people, and you can start writing here. Okay, so you can understand what's that confidentiality about. So which period of time it should be confidential, and after that what it should happen. Okay, so the flow of information should be in that particular. Okay, so when it should be in a confidential way, and when it should be given apart, right? Okay, so and the integrity of the data. Okay, when you send 100 rupees, the same 100 rupees should be received at the end. Okay, so you should not get the 90 rupees or 110 rupees, right? Okay, so it should not be either less or more. Okay, so whatever is being sent and whatever received should be same. Okay, so that gives your integrity of your data. Okay, and the availability. Okay, so when you take about your availability, whatever the uh, data that is available. Okay, so when it is required, when it is being required to be fetched, it should be available at that instant. Okay, so that is the aspect of your availability. Okay, so uh, these three are very important features that is being covered with respect to your blockchain technology. Okay, and yet another factor is there, that is the non-repudiation. Okay, whatever the data that is being sent and received, that is either cannot be denied, or it cannot be say the objected by either the sender or the receiver. Say you, for example, you take your WhatsApp. Okay, what happens? You send your data, and the data is being received back. Okay, so uh, when the data is being sent, you have your blue tick that appears. Okay, what it means? Initially, what happens when you send your data? Simple tick appears. Single tick without any coloring that appears. What it means is that it has the data that is being sent. Okay, the next aspect is the double tick that appears. Then the data is being sent to the receiver. Right? Okay, so the next aspect is where you have your blue tick that appears. It means that the receiver has received and he has seen the message. Right? So either the sender and the receiver cannot deny that they haven't sent it or they haven't received it. Right? Okay, so this becomes the aspect with respect to your say that these are the main information security features that are available. These information security features are covered up, and it is been bundled together, and it is been taken care by this blockchain technology. Okay, so we have a number of applications that are happening with respect to the blockchain technology. We'll be seeing about the applications that are there with respect to the blockchain technology. So I will be discussing about this. Before that, it is audible to you people.
Yes, sir. This is all.
The video which I have put is audible to you.
Hello?
Yes, sir. It is audible to you people or not?
So now his voice is clear, but
No, I have projected one video to you.
No, blockchain as chain only is there.
Okay.
are you share your PPT, sir?
Video share. Okay.
Yeah, yes, yes, sir. It's viewable. Okay.
No voice.
So you are able to hear it?
No.
Yes,
I
sir.
think it's not,
Yeah.
but you can see, we're not hear sound. Sir, no volume. No volume.
Okay. 1 second.
Yes.
Blockchain allows us to reimagine existing business network. It fundamentally changes how we look at the internet today. Some would even call it the next generation of the internet. Blockchain is a shared, immutable ledger that allows us to record the history of transactions in a way that achieves consensus through different participants in the business network, arriving at a common shared view of what those transactions look like. It's closely associated with Bitcoin technology. The blockchain has the potential to be far greater than just one single application of blockchain for cryptocurrency. So from an IBM perspective, we've been really at the forefront of making blockchain real for business. So one of the things that we learned very much early on is the need for it to be open source and collaborative across industry. And that's where the Hyperledger really came about. So Hyperledger project is a project under the Linux Foundation. It's founded on the root of being open source, open standards, and open governance. So IBM was one of the early founding members of the Hyperledger project. IBM, together with others, contributed more than 40,000 lines of codes. So one of the initiatives that we have started is the blockchain garages around the world. We have garages in New York, in London, in Singapore, and Tokyo. And what the garage is about accelerating the adoption of blockchain technologies, working with clients, helping them to understand where that technology could be applied. IBM has the experience of working with more than 400 client engagements globally. We think blockchain has the potential to extend beyond even financial services sector to other use cases such as supply chain, manufacturing processes, to things like healthcare and other areas as well. So we look at the automotive manufacturing process today. It involves tens of thousands of parts from various suppliers. It's a very, very complex process, and it's just hard to keep track of what's going into a car. You have the manufacturers, you have the part suppliers, you have the regulators, the people that are providing financing basically to the entire supply chain. So it's not just about parts that go into a car. You're talking about financing of supply chain itself. How do you verify the credibility of a supplier potentially? We're looking at presenting a shared view of the invoices to things like a purchase order that gets into a given contract. Having that common view across all the parties allows a financing provider to be able to reduce the risk that's involved in financing a given supply chain. So IBM is working to apply blockchain technologies in reducing the friction that exists in the automotive manufacturing process. We're really excited in making blockchain real for business.
Okay, as you can see, from that video. Okay, so what it represents is that say the adoption of this blockchain technology into the manufacturing department. In that case, this manufacturing department or the manufacturing industry, which contributes to the major aspect of your say the economy, that can be easily tracked with respect to your blockchain technology. Whatever the components that are there, okay, each and every components that fits into your manufacturing of your automobile, okay, so that can be easily tracked with your blockchain technology. See, going back to our presentation, so the blocks which are available here are given as hashing chains. Okay, so whatever the information that is there, okay, so that are connected to the previous blocks. Okay, so you have your blocks, you have your say the previous blocks that is been given. Okay, the first block is known as your genesis block. Okay, the first block that is being created in that blockchain network is called as your genesis block, where from that genesis block you connect to the next block, you connect to the next block, so it keeps on connecting to the hash of blockchains, right? Okay, so in that case, how you get connected is that it has these particular parameters which is there in the block header, where it has the previous block nonces, and you have your block hash and also the necklace root, where this particular previous block is being given to the block hash. Okay, so it is being connected in this particular way. Each and every blocks are connected together by the previous hash pointing to the block hash of the previous block. Okay, so this is how these blocks are getting connected together. Uh, and these are the four factors which are there with respect to the blockchain header. And in case of the cryptographic secure blockchain of blocks that is been made ready, right? Okay, so how it is been given is that it has the hash of the blocks that are being combined together, where h naught is the block where it gets pointed to, right? Okay, so the h naught is the block where say this is the h1 becomes your genesis block. So what are the factors that are available there is your sequence number, the client id, you have your timestamp, and also your hash value. Okay, so these are the things that are there combined together, that becomes your h1 hash 1. Okay, so that is being pointed to the previous hash. Okay, and it is called as h1. Okay, so as you can see in the next block, you have the h2, where it has the sequence number 1. Previously you can see the sequence number as 0. Here you can see the sequence number as 1, and you can see the client 1, and the client id is changed to client id 2, and the time at which that transaction that takes place, that is your timestamp. Okay, so that timestamp is taken as timestamp 1, timestamp 2. Okay, and the combining all these things, the hash of the value is being created, and it is being linked to the previous block. Okay, so how the link happens is that the h1 is being pointed. Okay, so in this way you have the connection between each and every blocks, and it has become a chain of blocks that are working together. Okay, so this is how you have your blocks that are being combined together, and it has the working of the blockchain technology in this fashion. And this Maclean root, where it finds out from where the origin of that particular transaction has taken place. Okay, so each and everything you can find out the origin of that particular event where it has happened. Okay, so use of your say the digital signature that is being created. Okay, so each and every hash of the value is been having the digital signature that goes to your root of hash. Okay, so this is the way how this Merkelian tree is being given. Okay, so you have your digital signature, the feature of non-repudiation that is been maintained. I have informed about the non-repudiation. You should know about this smart contract. What is this smart contract all about? Okay, so to eliminate this third party, you have this smart contract where you have the set of rules that is being given. Okay, so say in this particular case, I have this much of inventories in my block. Okay, so if it gets over, I need to give a purchase order. Okay, and that will be agreed upon by both the parties, and you have a smart contract that is being created. Okay, so in that case, whenever the inventory gets over, the purchase order can be placed, and the raw materials can be brought. Okay, so this is an example how this smart contract works. With respect to your manufacturing department, mechanical aspect, you can think, okay, how it can be collaborated together. Okay, and the major important factors that are there are transparency, timestamp, immutable, say no single point of failure that happens. Okay, it is irrevocable. Okay, so whatever happens, that cannot be revoked back, and it is programmable. Okay, so that is, these are the various features that helps you out to have your information. Say in case the transparency, whatever the data that is being given, that is transparent enough. And in case of timestamp, whatever the data that comes in, that is being recorded with the time. Okay, it cannot be destroyed at all. Okay, so that is your immutability. Okay, and it is, since it is distributed in different places, no single point of failure. Okay, so if that system gets crashed, okay, all your information will be lost, or any tampering of the data that happens in that single place, all your data will be lost. That will not happen at all in case of this blockchain technology. It is irrevocable. Okay, so it cannot be revoked back. Okay, whatever the transaction that is being done, it cannot be revoked back. Okay, and it is programmable using your smart contracts. Okay, so uh, this gives you a very greater edge with respect to your blockchain technology. Okay, and you have a number of applications that are there with respect to trade, cloud fronting, insurance, legal, real estate, okay, healthcare, supply chain. Okay, so when you go for your industry, supply chain aspect, and the controlling of your car with respect to the IoT devices, everything that comes as the application. You have a lot of scope to have your own entrepreneurship companies that are being started with respect to your blockchain technology. This, when you have the base idea of blockchain technology, you can incorporate this blockchain technology with your particular field, and you can start working on that. Okay, so uh, this is the various applications that are there with respect to the blockchain technology. So we'll be seeing a small
Blockchain set out to revolutionize financial transactions, and now it's solving problems. Blockchain set out to revolutionize financial transactions, and now it's solving problems for every business. For example, how are auto manufacturers using the IBM blockchain platform, the most complete and secure set of production-ready business tools available, as a catalyst to disrupt their industry? By revolutionizing the transaction process and putting their customers in the driver's seat like never before. Paul is just finishing up choosing the features of his new car, which he's buying through the manufacturer's easy-to-use app. Paul doesn't realize it, but his order has now been written to a blockchain. The car manufacturer immediately acts on this order and starts building the vehicle. Starting with the automatic assignment of the vehicle identification number, IoT sensors at each step on the assembly line instantly update the order. Each update is securely written to the blockchain, permanently linking each step of the vehicle history, without the need for manual processes with anyone, including the Department of Motor Vehicles. The order information is available on the blockchain to all parties involved in the transaction. The DMV, Paul, and the vehicle manufacturer can easily track the progress along the way, and privacy channels can be set up so the view of the buyer and manufacturer are limited to transactions that directly affect them, while as the regulatory authority, the DMV can view every transaction in the process, track transaction IDs, and see who performed each transaction and when it was performed, from Paul's initial order to final delivery and through the entire life cycle of the vehicle. The IBM blockchain platform has taken the auto industry down a whole new road. Sign up for the starter plan today. The IBM
See, you are able to hear the video. Yes. In that case, you would have got a very good idea how this IBM blockchain and say the automation go into hand in hand, and whatever the customer wants to order, right? Okay, so that they can order, and whatever the features that they want to add with respect to the building of a car, in case of the automobile like car, they want to build some feature. Okay, so they need to add certain other features to them. Okay, so they need to have a seat which is very flexible, or they need to have extra airbags and other features that they can add, and they can place the order. Okay, so that will be taken as a block, and it will be added as a transaction. Okay, so in that case, it will be recorded forever. Okay, so and that order will be produced, and it will be automated, and you can see the output that is coming with respect to your automobile industry. Okay, so this is an example where you can see how it performs with respect to an automobile industry. And you have a number of applications with respect to the blockchain. Okay, so you can see.
You must have heard of blockchain, the path-breaking technology behind various cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ether, shaking up the world of finance. But did you know that this technology is finding applications beyond these cryptocurrencies?
Yes.
Technology is being leveraged in more inventive ways each single day. What internet did for the information, blockchain will do for the transaction of value. It will bring better efficiency, less oversight, reduced intermediaries, enhanced privacy, and improved auditability. The possibilities for use of blockchain are as limitless as the internet. With many of the companies already running a pilot in this technology, opportunities in this nascent market are there for the taking. So what is blockchain, and how exactly can you apply this technology to your particular business, domain, or your potential startup? If you are looking for the answers to these questions, you are at the right place. In this course, we will discuss all of these aspects along with 50 real-world applications of blockchain. Blockchain coupled with artificial intelligence will lead to better data insights, better understanding of decisions made by AI systems, transparent and smarter predictions.
Through blockchain, data captured from smart health devices can be clubbed with electronic health records, which can facilitate real-time monitoring of patients' data by the doctor.
Blockchain can be used to track the authenticity of diamond, gold, and other precious gems.
Blockchain can reduce the time of customs clearance and can keep a check on the illegal trading.
Blockchain will enable advertisers and publishers to buy and sell ads directly or with fewer intermediaries, and that too in a transparent manner.
Blockchain will help in digital verification, baggage tracking, easy redemption of loyalty points, and quick flight insurance payouts.
Blockchain will bring transparency in the automobile supply chain, facilitate vehicle recalls, combat odometer frauds, and enable automated vehicle insurance payouts.
Blockchain will make it easier to track and trace the information related to the maintenance of an aircraft.
Blockchain technology will ensure the authenticity of beauty products and will also validate the online reviews of these beauty products.
Blockchain can offer security to big data. With its implementation, datasets will become immutable, consistent, and completely traceable.
Blockchain can facilitate digitization of birth and marriage certificates, thus cutting out the hassle of unnecessary bureaucracy.
Blockchain can help in carbon footprint tracking to support sustainable development.
Blockchain can provide a transparent and auditable trail of the donations and ensure that money is going in the right hands.
Blockchain can lead to an increased credibility in the clinical research and thus can improve trust within the research community.
Blockchain can safeguard the data received from IoT devices of connected cars and can facilitate automatic car repairing and smart parking.
Through blockchain, you will be able to trace the whole journey of milk from the farm till it reaches your mouth.
Defense industry has been constantly struggling with the issue of cyber attacks. Blockchain provides a platform that can help this industry to maintain secrecy of the information shared and transmitted.
Blockchain technology can be used to store degrees and certificates in the digital format, thus ensuring that these documents are never lost or manipulated.
Blockchain can help in effective implementation of the government schemes and ensure that these schemes reach the desired population.
Blockchain technology will make it easier to identify fake news based on its authorship and provenance.
Blockchain can bring transparency in the supply chain of apparels and can help manufacturers in collecting better data insights about likes, dislikes, and requirements of their customers.
Blockchain can help artists to get a fair share for their piece of art and can also facilitate fractional ownership of the artwork by a large number of investors.
Blockchain can help to create a single, easily accessible, universal health record of each patient and can give patients more control over their medical records.
Blockchain can establish a direct link between farmers and retailers, facilitate land registry, and automatic crop insurance payout.
With blockchain technology, waiting time at hotels can be reduced.
Yes, I would be sharing this ideas with you. Okay, so the link which is for this particular video, I will be sharing with you. Okay, so we have 50 startup ideas here. Okay, so the number of ideas are there with respect to the blockchain. Wherever it is there with respect to the information security. Okay, so wherever the information is involved, here you can use your blockchain technology. Okay, so whatever industry it might be, okay, you want to have a trusted information. Okay, the information to be very trusted and very secure, and it should not be destroyed, or it is not to be say it is very immutable. In that case, it need not to be revoked, or it need to be a tamper-proof information. In that case, you can go for this blockchain technology, right? Okay, so say we will be having a small quiz right now. You can see the screen.
No, sir. Yeah. Okay. Okay, sir.
So the students, you can type in your mobile in the address bar cohood.it and then join using this particular pin. So in their address bar, they can type www.cohoot.it. They will be asked for this pin. So they need to give their nickname. Okay, so please give your proper name and join in this. Yes, students, you have any doubts, you can ask me. And meanwhile, you can join by typing www.cohoot.it. So you have any doubts, any queries, how to use this blockchain technology, and say you want to build your own startups, we shall have a discussion. I think I have given a brief outline. Okay, what is the need for the blockchain technology, and say what are the things that are involved with respect to the blockchain technology, and what is the real scope of the blockchain technology, and what are the various applications that can be done, and say in case of the entrepreneurship aspect, what are the things that can be collaborated together.
So can you show the game?
I can definitely show that if they join.
So, thank you, sir. Okay, I think you are. I think you are completed your presentation.
Yes, say this, whatever the information that is being shared with them. Okay, so
Yeah.
whether it has gone to their mind or not. Okay, and say the certain refresher thing will be there with respect to this particular game, or else I will do one thing. I will join myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone else has joined.
Yeah.
With that, I can start. Only
Yeah.
one person.
Yeah.
Yes.
So one.
So in their mobile phone, they will be having, or from where they will be having 4 options. Okay, which one is the correct option they can choose? So the first question, whether participants know that or not, just to cross check.
Dr. Ravi Shankar, your name. Once you have to join, only you have to play, no?
Yes.
So like this, you are going to develop questions, no?
Yes, sir. So this will be there for with respect to say the what is this?
Like using
P2P
this game, you can develop MCQ, no?
Yes, sir. This will be very interesting, and say they will be very attracted towards this game actually.
Yeah.
Okay, so as mechanical department, you will be thinking about product to product only, but with respect to the computer science, we will be
Peer
thinking,
to peer.
yeah, we will be telling it as peer-to-peer. Okay. So that is the correct answer. So what is a node?
What is a node? Computer is a blockchain network, a type of cryptocurrency blockchain. I think a computer blockchain network. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. On a blockchain network, a computer on a blockchain network is a node. So who created the blockchain? So
Bitcoin. Bitcoin.
Most of them would be knowing this. Students might be knowing this actually. Yeah, Santoshi.
I think it is really interesting.
Yes, that's why I told the people to join.
Yes.
See,
Okay,
this
sir.
is the way they can also learn with respect to attending the quiz and also learning the correct answer for that. And I can even tell them, okay, so what is the distributed application? Okay, what the DAP means. Okay, so it is about the distributed application. Okay, so in case of the decentralized, okay, so that I can explain when they even answer this. Okay, so this is the way how we can explain and also address the things.
Okay, sir. Thank you. You are, I think, quite interesting. I think some of the questions are put it in the chat box. We'll start questions.
Yes, sure.
Madam.
Sir.
So, madam, will ask questions posted by the participants.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Nice session today. We got a lot of information about blockchain to our students, and making this webinar is very interesting. Thank you, sir. Few questions are raised in chat box. I will ask you. Yeah. Is it possible to remove a complete block from network?
No, not at all. See, since whatever the block or whatever the transaction that has happened, okay, if I have sent 50 rupees, that transaction will remain forever. Okay, so it cannot be removed at all. Okay, so unknowingly you send it also, you can't revoke it back. Okay, so that's the strength of the blockchain. Okay, whatever happens, that will be recorded, and you cannot remove it at all. So it is irrevocable or the tamper proof.
Okay. Next question. What are the block identifier?
See, the block, that is, I've shown you the chain that is being given, right? Okay, so in that case, how these blocks are mapped together. Okay, so the first block is known as the genesis block, and the next block that comes, okay, will be mapped to the previous block. Okay, likewise, whatever the transaction happens, it will be mined and it will be created as a block. Okay, so there is a lot of computation that is been happening. Say, there is other concept called as miners that is happening with respect to the block. Where you want to create a block, in that case, it needs to be approved by all the other nodes, and it is to be mined by the miner. Whoever the miner mines first, that block will be initiated. Okay, so there is a consensus theory that is been there behind this. Okay, so based on this, the blocks are being added. So each and every blocks is being mapped onto the previous block. In that way, the block is being identified. Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Any restriction for record the blockchain output?
No, it can be the unlimited number of blocks that can be created, but say for each and every transaction, if we happen to create a that will be a problem. Okay, so there are a number of versionized systems that are coming right now. Okay, so that and blockchain are combined together where quite a lot of information from IoT based systems. Okay, so any sensor that tracks that data, okay, would be given to the cloud. From there, whatever the required information that is to be given to the block alone is being mined and it is being given to the block.
So, okay,
Yes,
sir.
thank you, sir. This is my final question. I'm a different field. I'm a chemistry staff. So
Yes,
I have one doubt. How Bitcoin used in blockchain?
yes. So that is a very good question. Okay, so in case of the blockchain is the technology. Okay, and Bitcoin is one of the application of blockchain. Okay, so if I completed the quiz, you would have got those questions also actually. Okay, so Bitcoin is one of the application of blockchain technology. So blockchain technology has various applications that can be. So to make an information secure, whatever the application that can be done, okay, so that comes as your application of your blockchain technology. So this Bitcoin is one of the application of blockchain technology. Okay, so it is a subdomain of that. In that case, you can take it in that particular way.
Okay, Sivagiri madam, I think running short of time, we will. Any more question you have to send to mail ID, you will give the answers.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Any other
So you have to
questions
share
in
your.
the
regarding the
section, sir?
queries?
Okay. So you have to switch on the camera, please. You have to take down the some photos of the participant. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. You have given a wonderful session. I think quite interesting also.
Yes,
Thank you,
sir.
thank you very much. Being a mechanical background
Meanwhile,
people also.
simultaneously, we were having one another meeting here also. That was the disturbance there for me.
Yeah, okay, no problem, no problem.
Okay, sir.
So, okay, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I think the some of mechanical background people also, it's very useful for knowing about the blockchain. I think this is a common forum for you using all the engineers. I think so. I think this is very useful. Within the short span, it's very difficult to explain all those things, but in this span, you are given a wonderful
Actually, to
informative session,
explain
sir.
about blockchain technology, it will at least take 2 or 3 days
Yeah,
to
I know
clearly
about
give the
that.
insight of that.
Yes,
I
so
try to, within that time, I try to.
within that time, you have to given very good informative session. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, madam.
Yes, sir.
So we'll take
Shall I?
photographs. Shall I end the session? Before that, you have to take some of the photos. Thank you, sir. You
Okay, sir.
just leave, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Konjam photos, please. So all of you switch on the camera. Participants, all of you switch on the camera, please. So please take down photos.
Sir, good morning, sir.
Good morning, good morning. Okay, madam, we'll end the session.
Okay, sir.
Uh,
Now
so
it's the end of the session. I thank to our honorable. Okay. Vote of thanks, sir.
word of thanks.
Vote of thanks, sir.
You just give a word of thanks.
Okay. I thank our honorable guest, Dr. L. Ravi Shankar, who spared time from his busy schedule to grace the occasion. Thank you, sir. I would like to thank our chairman, vice chairman, principal, and director. I extended my thanks to Dr. P.K. Sidambaram, head of the department, all faculty members, and to giving.
Okay, shall I end the session? Hello?